The morning the CEO arrived, the entire office buzzed like a kicked beehive. Zara Rahman, 29, brilliant, feared, respected, was officially stepping in as the youngest CEO the company ever had. Rumors said she could break a deal or a man's ego with the same effortless precision. Aariz didn't care about corporate storms. He cared only about picking up his 9-year-old daughter, Iman, on time. His world was small, intentional, and safer that way, but the moment Zara stepped out of her car, her eyes caught his by accident. She froze, not because of his face, but because she recognized the posture. A stillness no ordinary man possessed. A readiness you don't earn, you survive to keep her for a split second. She wondered, who was he? He broke eye contact instantly and looked away, but something in his silence tugged at her more than any boardroom victory ever had. Later that afternoon, when a small fire broke out in the IT wing due to faulty wiring, panic spread. People ran, alarms blared, smoke filled the corridors. Aariz didn't run with calm, calculated movements. He ushered people out, smashed a lock to free trapped interns, and moved through the smoke as if it were only a memory, not a threat. Zara watched from behind security footage, stunned. This wasn't the reaction of an ordinary man, and then she saw what broke her. He carried out a terrified employee on his back and shielded others with his own body when a ceiling panel collapsed. He never bragged, never explained. He quietly stepped outside, coughing into his sleeve, and asked the HR manager to file a maintenance complaint. That night, Zara couldn't sleep. Men like him didn't end up guarding doors, they shattered them. And she needed to know why. Chapter 2, Hook. Zara summoned him to her office under the pretext of incident review. Aariz stood before her, calm, unreadable, respectful, but when she asked how he learned to stay so composed under pressure, he replied with a simple lie, just experience, ma'am. She didn't believe him, but she also sensed the walls he'd built weren't meant to be stormed. Still, destiny had its own plans. During a late meeting one evening, heavy rain battered the city. Roads flooded, power flickered, and most employees rushed home, except Zara, who stayed behind working on a critical contract. Lightning cracked the sky. A scream echoed through the hallway. Zara rushed out to see a stranger cornering a janitor, demanding money. Panic spread across the floor before Zara could intervene. Aariz appeared as silent as a shadow. 1 warning. 1 step. 1 move, and the man was on the ground, disarmed. Unable to understand what just happened, Zara stared at Aariz with wide, shaken eyes. How did you do that? She whispered. That he avoided her gaze. Training. What kind of training? He hesitated. His throat tightened. Memories he'd buried flickered. Gunfire, sandstorms, commands whispered in darkness, men he lost, missions that broke him. Old life, he said quietly. Not one I won anymore. But the truth was already unraveling. Over the next days, Zara found herself noticing the smallest things, the way Aariz scanned every room subconsciously, how he positioned himself near exits, how his eyes softened only when talking to his daughter on the phone. When Zara unexpectedly met Iman during a corporate family event, everything shifted. Iman was bright, joyful, hilarious, and painfully honest. My Baba is the strongest person in the whole world, she declared proudly. But he gets sad sometimes. Don't tell him I said that. Zara felt something in her heart loosen. Later that evening, as she and Aariz helped take down decorations, she finally asked softly, why are you hiding who you really are? He didn't answer immediately. Rain tapped softly on the windows. Iman slept curled on a chair nearby. I was an elite special forces commander, he said finally. The words felt heavy, exposed raw. Zara's breath caught. He continued, voice low, trembling slightly. I lost people. My team. My brothers. I survived missions I shouldn't have. When Iman's mother died, I walked away from that world. I promised my daughter safety, even if it meant becoming no one. Silence. Then Zara did something no one had done for him in years. She looked at him not with fear, or awe, or suspicion, but with understanding. You're not no one, Aariz, she whispered. You're the kind of man people pray to meet. Something changed between them that night, gentle, unexpected, and real. But love is never easy, especially when the past refuses to stay in the past.